Alright, Rhino, this is videos just for you or anybody that's interested in learning how to play this game. So what we're gonna do, I got some fittings. I just finished off the game. As you can tell right here, I have something unlocked. So what I'm actually looking forward to missing with is my fittings. So we're gonna take a look here. So I went to fittings and oh, and look, I got another one for a driver. It's purple, but I don't need it because as you can tell on the right side on the driver, it gives me three different type of fittings. Right there, what you're looking at is a driver for the head, the driver for the shaft, and another one for a head. So that's weird. So it might be some kind of glitch, but there should be another one for grip. This one here, this purple one is saying it's just for a shaft. It's a driver. It's a +7. As you can see, I already have one here. It's a shaft. I already have one. It's a +7 legendary. The difference is between legendary, you have purple, you have blue, and you also have these gray colors. If you want to trade them in, all you have to do is simply, let me see, let me grab one of these. Oh, there's a gold one, that's a wedge. We'll look at that here in a moment. Exchange them. You can exchange them for whatever you want, or you can, well, for gold, for gold, you can't exchange it higher. So what you're gonna stay is exchange it for something that you want. So if you want to concentrate on your driver specifically, you're gonna put your driver, and then you're gonna put what you want to focus on: your grip, your shaft, or your head. So as you can see under the chart where it tells you grip, shaft, head, it's gonna tell you like what you want to work on: your power, your timing, your swing path, transition, shaping, lie range. What I tend to do, and Ryan, Jeff, Hawaiian, we like to work on mainly timing, swing path, and transition. Those are the three tops because it's going to give you that more flexibility when you're swinging your golf club. So I'm not going to do nothing right now, but you will hold this and push it to accept it. And it is a fee of 150 coins to purchase. So that's something else to look at. Like you can see, I have 2,300 coins at the very top of here, of where my name is at. I have 2,300. So because I'm getting a new fitting, I also have to take a look and account for such as my irons. So if I was doing this on my iron, I have 9 different irons that I have to choose for. So 150 times 9, it's going to be like $1,000 or 1,000 coins. So when you select these fittings, you got to be mindful of your money. And the way you're going to get money is by playing games or playing your season. And I recommend playing your season uh, by yourself, or if you want to play with somebody else, but just try to play your settings as much as you can, your career, and then you can get more, a little bit more money. Unless you're doing great, then go step on the tournament and start gaining more earnings by winning. Uh, this is where you got to fit your schedule as far as how you're going to maneuver things around. So that's up to you. So I want to take a look at. I actually want to show you this because where is it at? I'm a driver. I gotta exit out of here. There you go. So we look at the blue one, purple ones, and this is for example. I'm gonna select these three. I'm gonna push triangle. Triangle is gonna tell me that it's gonna allow me to get a legendary for all three colors, which is gonna give me a legendary random. So we don't know what it's gonna be. It could be a driver. You may have a driver legendary. Those are the times where you gotta sacrifice and just let them sit there. Don't use them. Don't pick them, and wait till you get another couple legendaries, and then you can trade them off. Vice versa, to any color that you're trying to go to. So that's basically like the concept of fittings. You're trying to work on these. Like my driver, I have +6, +7, +6. I'm not able to drive very far. I'm getting decent. But the next thing I'm going to be working on is trying to get +12s because they do go up to maximum +12s on these drivers, each one of these, and it's going to give you better ratings. So those are how your attributes work. Um, Something else I wanted to go over. So if I back out of here and then go to golfer, my golfer has some skills. A lot of people tend to not understand how these work. So these are good and these are very bad. They can, depending how you want to play. So like what I was saying, this first column, all these right here, this is when you're doing bad. Uh, Mind you, you want to probably look at these like this one here. I don't have any hybrids. So normal shots receive flight boost from heavy rough. You're gonna see that I don't use my hybrid, so I'm not gonna use anything for hybrid. I use my wood. My wood is doing great as far as swinging wise. I do tend to get a lot of perfects. Sometimes a little bit slow, sometimes a little bit fast, which I'm okay with. I'll take those sacrifice and use these coins into my driver. Uh, my driver, the reason why I'm focusing, because it's gonna set up your second shot. The second shot's all about the game. It's how you set up your second shot is going to determine how close you're going to get to the green. Are you on the green? Are you in the bunker? So my first shot, I'm going to make sure I get a good lie range. So for my bad shot, I have these. Normal shots receive a swing path boost off the tee. So basically, you're trying to get that momentum where you're swinging and you have a clear path and you can start seeing how you're adjusting your shots a little bit. So trying to get away from those trees. So these are really when you're doing bad. So you miss two fairways in regulation, it's obviously going to kick in. And to deactivate it, it's going to take two fairways in regulation to deactivate it. So if you're hitting the fairways or you're missing them, this is something that might benefit you. I have it there just to security for my driver. So I went into the next column, the next row, and I focused on my driver again, and I'm working on this one. But my irons, I like to work on my irons too, so these are pretty good. And again, these are all just for me. If you want to go through them and you want to select the ones I have, be more than welcome to. But the one thing I would say, concentrate on your last skill base. You won't get it till you unlock some of these, and then you start opening some of these columns. So you might see that you only have certain skills that you're able to select. Just select the best ones that you think might be helpful, and then more will open up. You get total of 50 points, which you have to earn by playing the game. And once you earn them, you can start using them. And this is where your fittings and your skills is going to be tricky. So whenever you start playing with your fittings, your clubs are going to change. So what that means is your skills may have to change as well. So as you're progressing as a beginner, I've done this probably 3 times already where I had to reset my skill point. They do cost 500 in coins, so be careful with that. So if you're not playing the game a lot, you're going to start finding out that you're going to start earning some fittings or some skills, but you can't apply them. The skills you can always apply, they're free, but as far as resetting them when you're getting your fittings set, this is why you probably want to start playing the game a little bit more and try saving money. There's going to be times that you may come across a fitting that you're going to want and you can't afford it, and I've been in that predicament as well. So what I did is just save the money, earn my money, and then start applying those, and then later on coming back in here and adjusting your scale points. Uh, that's pretty much I really have. I don't know what else I can cover. Hopefully this helps you, or anybody that's watching helps you. I'm just gonna post this video on Gitum so we can just see it just for us. But that's basically the concept of how your fittings and your scale works.